Prepare for a wild ride through the extremes of size, where the tiniest specks meet the colossal. From hair-thin details to a human-sized car and an Avenger's Cannon, how big is it really, will blow your mind in just 2 minutes.
What if I told you the Great Wall of China is wider than a city street? Most people picture it as just a narrow path, something you'd climb with a view on both sides. But the truth is, the Great Wall is approximately 24 feet wide at its base. That's wide enough for 5 horses to ride side by side, or even a 2-lane road in some sections. In fact, you could walk across it without stepping off. It's wider than most people imagine. Some parts are so wide, you could park a car on it and still have room to spare. Did you guess the real width? Comment below. What if I told you the Great Pyramid of Giza is actually tiny compared to modern buildings? Most people think it's one of the tallest structures in the world, but they're dead wrong. The Great Pyramid originally stood 480 feet tall, impressive, but not by today's standards. The average skyscraper is around 585 feet tall, that's around 100 feet taller than the Great Pyramid. To match the height of the Empire State Building, you'd need to stack about 2 6/10 Great Pyramids on top of each other. And yet, the Great Pyramid was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,600 years until the 14th century. Next time you see the Great Pyramid, remember it's a giant by ancient standards, but a dwarf by today's. What if I told you a T-Rex's skull is longer than your car? Most people think a T-Rex's skull is just really big, but they have no idea how big. The largest known T-Rex skull measures about 5 feet long, that's the length of a compact car like a Toyota Corolla. Some T-Rex skulls have been found over 6 feet long, but not longer than a full-size pickup truck bed. That massive skull wasn't just for show, it housed powerful jaw muscles capable of crushing bones. If you parked a T-Rex next to your car, its head would stick out past the back bumper, and that's just the skull. Did you guess the right size? Comment below. What if I told you a single strand of your hair is thicker than an A4 paper? Most people think a piece of paper is super thin, but they're about to be surprised. A standard A4 paper is about 5/1000ths of an inch thick, that's 0.005 inches. But a single strand of human hair is roughly 3 to 4 thousandths of an inch thick, that's 0.003 to 0.004 inches. Your hair is actually about the same thickness as a standard sheet of paper. Here's the twist: even though it's thinner than your hair, A4 paper can hold up to 20 pounds when folded into a box shape. Next time you pick up a pen, remember, your hair is thicker than the paper you write on. What if I told you a single A10 cannon round is about the size of a baseball? Most people imagine a fighter jet cannon as something small, like a machine gun tucked in the wing. But the GAU-8 Avenger fires 30mm rounds, each one about 6.5 inches long. That's longer than a pencil, and the whole cannon weighs about 4,030 pounds, more than a compact car. And it doesn't just fire slowly, it can fire 10,000 rounds per minute, faster than most people can blink. Despite its size, the GAU-8 is so precisely balanced it can be mounted in the nose of the A-10 without destabilizing the plane. And scientists still can't believe how powerful and how perfectly balanced it is.